Hello, welcome. Amber Hagberg here. Today's asana practice will be focused on gentle warm-ups and a rather beginner level sequence. Beginner level is harder than advanced level. Did you know that? Because advanced people know how to move their bodies. Advanced people have the stamina and they know the alignment. For us beginners, which don't worry, we're all beginners. We're always beginning again. Things are more challenging. We're learning left from right, right knee over right ankle, flex my toe or point my toe. We're learning how to put our bodies, as well as connect our mind to our bodies. If you're anything like I was, the first yoga class I went, I'm like, did she say right leg or left leg? Am I supposed to inhale or am I supposed to exhale? And so beginners have to work much harder than advanced practitioners, and that's in anything. Someone that's playing the piano, it becomes not even something they have to think about. Whereas if you're just beginning to learn how to play the piano, it's like, how do I move my fingers? Where do I put my fingers? Or think about the first time that you tried to drive your car. Now you don't even have to think about it. It's the same way as getting onto your mat and practicing yoga asana. It's much more challenging in the beginning. So today my invitation for you is, if you're already working through your yoga practice and this is new to you, make it more challenging by being a beginner again, and let there be this pause before you move your body so that you can hear what I'm saying and try to take it from a beginner's mind. With that being said, let's come forward onto hands and knees, tabletop position. In table pose, open your knees as wide as your hips and plant your hands underneath of your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. Press down through all 10 fingers, press down through the tops of your feet. Knit your inner rib cage towards one another to tone your belly. Begin to hollow out your armpits. As you loop your shoulders around, draw the base of your scapula bones, the shoulder blades, towards one another to open your heart towards your thumbs. Inhale, cow pose, lift your sitting bones, lengthen your heart, look up. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine. 2 more like that. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Link your breath to your movement. Inhale, neutral spine, gaze between your thumbs. Turn your fingertips to point towards your knees. This may be enough for you. You may already feel a deep stretch in the inside of your forearms. If you'd like to feel more, begin to send your butt back towards your heels. Keep your belly engaged and your breath fluid. So a slight restriction in the backside of your throat to connect to the Ujjayi breath as you lean your weight back into your butt, back into the hips. Slowly begin to come forward if you're back. Stack your hips over your knees and turn your fingertips to face one another. Come up onto the tops of your hands. Draw your fingertips towards your wrists and feel a stretch now in the front part of your forearms. Breath is strong as you breathe in and out of your nose. Keep the core engaged. The next time you create a fist with your hands, keep your fingertips reaching towards your wrists as you breathe through the front of your forearms and hold. Open your palms, turn your fingertips to point forward. Tabletop. Slide your right leg back behind you, curl the right toes under and extend your right heel out and away from your body. Lift your right leg up parallel to the earth, point your right toes towards the back of your mat, And flex your right toes towards your body. Extend through the top of your right foot, stretch through the front part of your ankle as you point your right toes back behind you. Flex your toes down towards the ground, extend your right heel out and away from you, plug your right leg into your right hip socket as you tone your belly. Keep your core engaged as you draw circles with your right foot in one direction. If you're anything like me, you're cracking and popping. Keep weight in your right hand as you rotate, go the other direction. Good, and then relax your right leg and lower your right knee down underneath the right hip. Switch sides. Come up onto the ball of your left foot. Stretch your left heel back behind you as you activate the top of your left thigh. Float the left leg parallel to the earth. 3 times, point and flex your left foot. The 3rd time, point your left toes back behind you, stretch and lengthen your left leg long. All the way out through the top of the left foot. And then begin to flex your left toes down towards the earth. Lengthen out back through your left heel. As you draw circles 3 times in one direction. Equal weight in your hands. Micro bend your elbows. Go the other way. And then back to center. Lower your left knee down to meet the right. Tabletop position. Here, inhale. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Stretch through the right side of your body as you reach your right shoulder forward and your right hip back. Inhale back to center. Exhale over towards the right. Breathe through the left side of your body. Inhale back to center, table pose. Walk your hands forward. In this way, the shoulders are no longer over the wrists. Curl your toes under. Press through the balls of your feet. Spread your fingers, grip the earth with your fingers. As you hug your forearms in, lift your knees, let them hover off the mat, tone your belly. Continue to hug the forearms in as you lift your hips up, straighten your legs, stay onto the balls of your feet. Stretch through the crown of your head, bring your shoulders in line with your biceps. Hug your shins in, press your thighs back. With your knees bent, begin to bring your heels towards the earth. Micro bend your knees. As you start to straighten your legs, keep your hips parallel as you bend your right knee, send your left heel to the mat. Bend your left knee, send your right heel to the mat. And then bend your knees, tilt your sitting bones to the sky, spread your butt cheeks wide and apart as you begin to stretch your legs straight. Inhale, look towards your thumbs. Exhale, tuck your chin, lengthen through the crown of your head. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Oftentimes we find down dog a little shorter than we can. We want to have a long down dog. Let's check it out. Inhale, come forward into high plank pose, a push-up-like position. If you need to adjust your hands or your feet here, then you know that your downward facing dog is short. We want to measure the distance of down dog from down dog to plank. Let's do that together. Press back, down dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank pose. Come up onto the balls of your feet, activate your legs. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, send your heart forward, keep your neck long. Plank pose, strong core, lower your knees. Modification for Chaturanga, keep your toes curled under. Inhale, shift your shoulders past the tips of your fingers. Chaturanga Dandasana is a posture. It is not a sequence. It's you hold it. Let's do that. Inhale, shift forward, keep your core strong, belly knitted in. Exhale, low chaturanga, shoulders in line with the elbows. Keep here, hold. Remember, this is a posture. It's right here. Eventually with the knees lifted, but for now, knees on the earth. Tone your belly. If you're shaking like me, that's okay. Notice your breath all the way to your stomach. Fingertips in line with the tops of your shoulders. Lift your right leg, stretch your right leg back. Top of your right foot to the earth. Lift your left leg, top of your left foot to the earth. Feet are just a little bit wider than your hips. Activate your leg. Press the tops of your feet into the ground, pubic bone to the earth. Hug your shoulders and your elbows towards the back of your body. Lengthen your neck long, look down. Energetically slide your hands towards your hips as you tone your belly, lift your chest, Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Allow your neck to be an extension of the spine as you start to gaze forward. Baby Cobra as we just begin to warm the spine. Exhale, stomach, chest, forehead to the earth. Curl your toes, press up through modified plank. Begin to shift your hips back over your heels. Curl your toes, lift up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Check the distance with me. Inhale, come forward, high plank pose. Press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward towards your thumbs. Exhale, step your right foot back behind your right wrist. Left hand comes to the very edge of your mat. Left middle finger is in line with the edge of your mat. Pinky finger, ring finger off the mat. Pointer finger, thumb on the mat. Bring your right hand to the middle of your right thigh. Lift up onto the ball of your left foot. Bend your right knee deeply. From your left rib cage, inhale. Exhale, twist. Stack your right shoulder over your left shoulder. Reach your right arm towards the sky. Look up. Revolved lunge. Twisted lunge. Right arm high. Lower the right hand back down. Place your palms to the earth. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Second side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Right hand to the edge of your mat. Left hand to the middle of your left thigh. Settle your legs into the earth. Maintain the foundation. Left foot down, right heel lifted. Big breath in. Exhale, rotate and twist. Keep your sacrum parallel to the earth as you rotate from the rib cage. Twist and lengthen as you look up. Strong fluid breathing, Ujjayi breath. Slight restriction of your throat as you breathe in and out of your nose. Left hand comes down. Place the hands shoulder distance apart. Step your left foot back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward. High plank pose. Push up like position. Lower your knees to the earth. Keep your toes curled under. Inhale, shift your shoulders past the tips of your fingers. Keep your belly pulled in. Exhale, modified Chaturanga. Shoulders and elbows in one line. Spine is long. Slightly tuck your chin to your chest. Hover, hold here. Strong shoulders, strong belly. Lower to your stomach. Press the tops of your feet into the earth. Activate your legs as you draw your elbows and your shoulders back. Inhale, Cobra Bhujangasana. Start to lengthen your chest a little higher as you look forward. And exhale, belly, heart, forehead to the earth. Press through modified plank. Lift your knees up and back. Downward facing dog. Oftentimes you'll hear down dog is a resting pose. And if you're in this posture correctly, you may find that that's simply just not true. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot and then your left foot towards the top of your mat. Bring your feet hips distance apart. Sprinkle the tips of your fingers just below your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Lift all 10 toes off the mat. Lean your weight back into your heels. Come forward into the balls of your feet. Lean to the right and then to the left. Bring your feet hips distance apart. Press the toes down into the earth. Big inhale, lengthen through your heart. Exhale, forward fold, micro bend your knees, bring your fingertips back in line with your toes. Hug your shins in and rotate your inner thighs back. Keep equal weight in the feet as you tuck your chin, Uttanasana, forward fold. Activate your legs, tone your belly, inhale, reach out and all the way up, hands stay shoulder distance, Veerabhadrasana. Palms come together, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, hands to your heart. And down by your sides for Tadasana, mountain pose. From your pelvis, root down through your legs. And from the pelvis, extend up and out through the crown of your head and down through your fingertips as you feel your breath. Inhale, arms reach out and up, look up. Exhale, thighs back, heart forward, fold, Uttanasana, sun salutation A. Fingertips in front of you, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place your palms to the earth. Plank pose, hold. Option to lower your knees to the ground or keep them lifted. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, modified or full pose, Chaturanga Dandasana, shoulders in line with the elbows. Lower all the way to your stomach. This time, sprinkle your fingertips to the edge of your mat where your thumb is off on the mat and your forefingers are off the mat. Notice how you lift the elbows and the shoulder blades come off your back, long neck. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen through the crown of your head. And exhale, wave your heart back down towards your earth. Press through the palms, curl the toes. Option 1, use the knees back through modified plank. Option 2, full plank, press up and back. We meet down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, look forward between your thumbs. Exhale, step your right foot in between your thumbs. Spin your back left heel in, right heel intersects the left arch. Press down through your feet, look forward. Reach your arms forward as you open up towards your left, Warrior Two pose. Shoulders and hips are stacked in one line, open toward the long edge of your mat. As you stretch your arms out, Veerabhadrasana Warrior Two. Look down, right heel in line with the left arch. Externally rotate your back left thigh as you internally rotate your right thigh. Just kidding. Internally rotate your left thigh. Externally rotate your right thigh to open your right knee down and out to the right. Arms reach. Left arm back, right arm forward. Left arm reach back. Right arm reach up, reverse warrior. Right arm comes overhead. Send your breath through the front right rib cage. Exhale, place your hands to the earth. High plank. Lift back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, left foot forward, right heel in. Ground down through your legs. Maintain the strength in your legs and inhale, reach forward and open up towards your right, Veerabhadrasana 2. Shoulders and hips are in one line as you open your shoulders and your hips towards the right. Externally rotate your left front thigh out to the left as you internally rotate your right hip in. Stretch and lengthen through your arms. Look forward past your left middle finger. Inhale, reach back. Reach forward. Settle in Veerabhadrasana 2, Warrior Two. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, open through the left front side of your body. Reverse warrior, look up towards the sky. Exhale, place your hands to the earth, step back, high plank pose, push-up leg position. Option to lower your knees to the earth or keep them lifted as we flow. Inhale, shift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. all the way to your stomach. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Use the strength of your core and your back. Float your hands up, tone your belly, and press back and through downward facing dog. Inhale, look towards your thumbs. Bend your knees. Exhale, step or hop towards your hands. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Press down through your legs. Inhale, reach out and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale through Namaskarasana, hands to your heart center. And down by your sides. Here, standing at the top of your mat with your feet hips distance apart. If you're anything like me and India, you are sweating. And then you may even start to gaze towards me, towards the camera. If that's better for you, you choose feet hips distance. Settle into Tadasana. Gaze forward. Pick a drishti, a focus point upon the earth. As you bring your hands to your hips, focus on your breath. Lean your weight into your right leg. Kickstand your left toes out to the side. Left heel comes to the right ankle, kickstand. Left foot comes to the right calf. First, without the hands, option to lift your left foot up and above your right knee joint without your hands. And then here, what we want to do is have the foot above or below the knee joint. You may use your hands if you need. Left ankle, left heel is either on the right ankle, the calf, or the inner thigh. Every day is different, and remember, this is about being a beginner. So even if you've done yoga 100 times, you might find that your balance is completely off today and you need the kickstand. That is okay. Stretch your arms out, hands to your heart, or all the way up. Draw your left knee back as you shine your hips forward. Equal weight, press the foot into the leg into the foot. As you reach down, reach up. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Strong, fluid breathing. Lower your hands, left foot to the earth. Tadasana, find both feet into the earth as you lift your heart. Switch sides, root down through your left leg. Kickstand your right toes. You choose where you bring the foot. Just remember, at first, you just use the foot, hip strength, psoas strength. And then if you need, use the hands. The hands is like a little clutch. And then arms out or up. You really want to challenge your balance. You can sway your branches or close your eyes. Wherever you are, be here. As if you've never been here before, and maybe you haven't. At least not now in this moment as it is right now, in this way. Slowly release. Tadasana, mountain pose. If you're not already, come to the top of your mat. Open your feet out to the edges of your mat, turn your heels in and point your toes out. Inhale, reach your arms out, look up. Exhale, hands through heart center, bend your knees, lower your butt back towards your heels. And so for those of you at home, if you've never done this before, it may be nice to have a block up underneath your sitting bones. Bring your hands to your heart, press your elbows in your knees and your knees into your elbows as you create and maintain length in your spine. Elbows to knees, knees to elbows. Bring your hands back behind you one at a time and come down onto your butt. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Flex your toes towards your body. Extend your heels forward. Bring your hands by your hips. Flex your toes towards you. Extend your heels out. Straighten your arms. Tone your belly. Dandasana, staff pose. Hug all the muscles to bones. Maybe even you start to feel a little shake, a little tremble here as you activate every muscle in your body. Hug in, muscular tone, and soften. Come to about the middle of your mat and place your feet onto the earth. Elbows, shoulders, reach back behind you as you stretch your arms forward, palms up. Create length in your neck as you lean back. Allow your shins to float off the earth. Hug your toes and your knees together. Both pose, option to let your hands support you behind your thighs or straighten your legs as you draw in. As slowly as you can, you'll begin to lower down onto your back. Go slow. Everything to the earth. A quick mini Shavasana here. Bend your knees and place your feet onto the mat. Elbows outside the rib cage, reach your fingertips up as you turn the palms to mirror one another like robot arms. Press into your sacrum, squeeze your shoulder blades towards the spine. Press into your head, into your elbows. Press down through your feet, tone your belly. Inhale, lift your hips up, Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, bridge pose. From the palate of your mouth, send your energy out through the tops of your thighs, through your knees. And from the roof of your mouth, tilt your head back, open your throat. Press through your elbows, press through your feet to activate your hamstrings and your quadriceps. If the butt cheeks are clenched, slightly soften your butt. Exhale, sacrum to the earth. Nice natural curve in your low spine as you bring the soles of your feet together. Supta Baddha Konasana. Rest your hands onto your stomach. Press through your feet. Let your knees drop out. Breathe in and out of your nose. Stretch your left leg forward. Hug your right knee in. Interlace your fingers around the front of your right shin. Straighten your arms as you stretch your right hip out and away from you. A nice curve in your low back as you press the sacrum into the ground. Keep your left hand where it is. Cactus your right arm to the earth. Right elbow in line with the right wrist. Right elbow in line with the right shoulder. Bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Cross your right knee over to the left. Press down through your right shoulder. Keep your heart open towards the ceiling. Inhale, come back to center. Hug the right knee in and stretch the right leg out. Left knee comes in. Cactus your left arm, right hand to the outside of your left knee. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Cross your left knee over towards the right. Keep your left shoulder into the ground as you stretch through the left heart, left rib cage, left hip. Come back to center, interlace your fingers, opposite finger on top in front of the left shin, and press your left knee into your hands as you create a nice curve in the low lumbar spine. Awesome. Now release your left leg. Press into your hips and slide your shoulders out, away from one another. Create space in your upper back. Lean to the left, grab your right cheek, move it to the right. Lean to the right, grab your left cheek, move it to the left. Heels out wider than your hips, heels in, toes out. Arms down by your sides, palms face up. Let your body start to relax into the earth for Shavasana, the final pose of relaxation. If you have more time, please stay in Shavasana. If you need to get going, start to wiggle toes and fingers. Any natural organic movement as you eventually find your way lying, resting on the left side of your body, left ear into the left shoulder, knees into your chest. Press into your right hand and slowly begin to rise your way up to a seated position where we'll close with your hands onto your thighs, lengthen through the sides of your body as you start to draw the awareness to your breath. Breathe in and out of your nose. Notice how you feel. Bring the hands to your heart, palms together. We'll close with one final Om. Inhale. Bow your chin into your chest. Namaste. Release your hands and open your eyes. And remember, we are all always beginners. And that the more time that we put into something, whether it be our asana practice, our meditation practice, learning to play piano, starting a new job, starting anything new, or starting it again, the way in which we show up is how we can guarantee success, consistency. Show up again and again every single day and allow every single day to be different from a beginner's mind, as if you've never been there before. All right, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day wherever you are in the world, and I look forward to sharing this practice with you again soon.